But I'll make this our song if you need a ride home when all your love gone. Know you got somebody who gon' drive you crazy. Been with me through it all, you got me thinking about you daily. So tired, baby, we done got our souls tied. Okay, so tired, baby, we done got our souls tied.
Get those spirit guns loaded. We back. Shadow Talk Podcast. Hey, yo, that song y'all just heard, that's Soul Ties, introducing my guy Pop. Talk to him.
Live in the flesh, man. It's Pop, man. Y'all know about me.
That's what I'm talking about. So just jump right into that song, Soul Ties. What's the inspiration for that?
It really came from people I was hanging with. They were like, why don't you make a song named Soul Ties? Like, make it about soul ties. So I was like, all right, man. I went ahead, went into the studio, went into my little zone and started writing that shit.
Nice.
Really was like a 10-minute type of drive. Really, I get in my zone, can't shit hold me back. So I just started jotting that shit down.
Yeah.
So that shit came out. Yeah.
Dang, so you went into a zone while you was writing and just like...
Man, yeah, pretty much.
It just came to you after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hook is fire, man. Like,
I appreciate you.
Get into that hook, like, because you had a breakdown with Soul Ties, and then there was a line before it where you said something else.
Yeah, I was really tired of the same song.
Oh yeah, that's what
radio.
you said. Yes,
yeah.
I was so tired.
Yeah,
Right.
Man, same thing, just 10-minute drive. That's how I just started it off. That's all that was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, this is for our shadow walkers out there. Let our shadow walkers know a little bit about your story, because if a lot of y'all don't know, he from the city, man. He from Mobile. He from the MOB. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the round table. It's the mob.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So get into that. We'd love to. I want the shadow walkers out there to get into a little bit of your story.
Yeah, man. Well, I went to Theodore High School, so I grew up around the area.
I had homies that went out to Theodore High School. I already know that's what's up. Yeah.
Yeah, man, we got dogs out there, man. So yeah, I grew around country folk out there riding the motherfucking 4x4s.
There's no speed limit out there.
Hey man,
they driving stupid fast.
Man, no lie.
They'll drive you off the road. The cops look at you stupid driving slow out there.
Man, it get crazy out there, man. So yeah, I grew up out there. Started making music when I was like 13, 14. Mm-hmm. Ever since then, just been going crazy with it, just trying to improve myself. That's really where I've been at lately, just trying to get better with my writing, get better with my sound. That's all.
Hey, that's what it's all
I was
about.
young, they tried to tell me, just find your sound. So yeah, that's what I've been doing lately, and things been working out for me.
So I'm so glad you said that, because I think a lot of artists coming up right now don't realize that they need to differentiate themselves.
Right.
They need to, like you said, find your sound. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So for you going through that process of finding your sound, what was your process?
Being true to myself, having the most authentic type of way of find. Really, you only put out what you can, So I try to put my authentic self out there. Whatever comes that feels right. That's what I put on the track. So most authentic, pure sound. That's what I try to do.
Nice. That's amazing. That's actually spot on. That's what artistry needs to get back to, because I feel like that's a big takeaway from what I'm hearing with the whole Kendrick and Drake situation is it's created a new shift in thinking where we was just really in like a club era where everything was just like trap driven, club driven, just a lot of hit type of stuff. Now with this moment, a lot of people are now like, yo, we back to wanting to hear like relatable topics and breaking down lyrics and being more conceptual with that. Do you feel like as an artist that's something that you're gonna thrive in?
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like nowadays people want more the gang banging, the club sound. I miss when Raw Wave first came out in 2018, when his lyrics were so pure and so you can see through his lyrics, and you kind of feel how he felt at that time recording it. So that's why I try to implement in my music. I take a lot from Raw Wave.
Wow, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. We need that, because with a lot of that music, you know, real shadow talk, I feel like it creates a sense of like where your energy feels like it's getting drained. You know what I mean? Because there's a reason why listening to older music, like it just uplifts your spirit. To me, I feel like a lot of that is because it's real instrumentationals being used. It's not a lot of like just digital sounds. Like they're actually playing every sound you hear. You know what I mean?
Like they not auto-tune driven, basically.
Exactly. Like, you know, and then on top of that, I feel like the lyrics, you know what I mean? Like you said, a lot of lyrics right now is so like direct, or they're just very like vulgar or just wild, you know what I mean? So going back to stuff like you said that kind of you could connect with, you like, oh snap, you know, because when I was coming up, one of my favorite things with looking at an artist was watching their evolution.
Right.
You know what I mean? They
How
got a
the artist
story.
grew up.
They keep growing. Every album shows their growth. Like I thought that was the livest thing. You feel me?
That's the best part about watching the artist grow. Really, you start to do that over time. Once you become a fan, you stay a fan. So you start paying attention to their moves and how they as you said, evolve basically in their music. So yeah, I feel like that's a part that plays into the artist that people look. That's a part that plays into the artistry that people look past most of the time. But I most definitely pay attention to those type of things.
And I mean, you said it earlier too, like you're writing what's authentic to you. And if in real time you're writing what's most authentic to you, that means you're always going to display to your audience how you're evolving. You know what I mean? It's right there. Like I'm not trying to like.
I'm not putting on no fake facade, trying to draw on my face. You know, just authentic. What I'm going through at that time is the realest thing I can speak to you about. So really, that's what I put into my music. Yeah.
Damn, man. So how do you want, like, if you could write your story right now, how would you want to be seen, far as your accomplishments? Let's say like 20 years from now.
Like a Michael Jordan story. I want everybody to know the real me. I don't want to put on a facade and put no fake face on and like be something I'm not when I know I'm not. You know, but whatever I am, I'm gonna be the truest at it and the realest at it. So that's what I bring to the table. Yeah.
And that's real shadow talk, man.
Yeah,
y'all
man.
hearing the young bull, man. That's some real shadow talk for y'all. Like telling y'all live and direct, man. We here. And look, y'all see what we had too, right? We had Push Cinema. Yeah, man, we here. You know what I mean? We got Pop in the building. Let's get into your music, man. So what is some of your favorite stuff that you've put out in the past? And matter of fact, that's one question, but also I want to add to that, what's your favorite reaction you've seen from people as well?
People down south go crazy about my shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. People down south go crazy about my shit. My family, my fans, they all there with me. So that makes this ride even more enjoyable. Just seeing the people like react to what I gotta say and react to what I gotta, my music that's out. So yeah, that's the best part about it. No lie.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what's some of your works you've already put out?
I'm a big fan of Dreamgirls in California. That's one of my favorite ones. I turn that on while driving down the street.
That's an interesting title.
Yeah, man. Shit like Long Way, Way I Feel, shit like that. Last Night, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have like a project coming up you working on or anything you've?
I'm always working, man. I'm always working. I always come out with something like. I just got done with this album that was supposed to drop on the 3rd, but due to distributor problems, it probably won't come out till later on. But most definitely, I'm always working to come out with like new sound for people. Just having like unlimited source of like music that they can go to, rely on from me. So yeah, I'm always working. That's my answer.
Hey, man, appreciate that. That's real shadow talk, man. Look, so let's jump into some, like, really fun stuff that's going on in the culture, right?
All right.
And I would love to get your opinion on some of this stuff. One of the topics I want to jump into is, like, okay, so I've been hearing a lot of rumblings about Lil Baby is kind of like not in his bag no more. You know what I'm saying? Like sonically, musically. What's your thoughts on that? Because a lot of what I heard. Matter of fact, I want to know what you heard. What have you heard people say about that?
Yeah, man. Lil Baby's been doing this thing though. I can see the change. See the change in his music from when he first came out to now. It's kind of like he slowed down things, but You know, some artists go through that where it's not in their prime anymore. But yeah, man, Lil Baby always gonna be Lil Baby to me. Man.
Yeah.
Shit, I still bump My Turn and shit. Like My Turn when he came out with like California Breeze, I still got that shit on rotation.
Yeah.
For sure. But
yeah, whole album goes stupid.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
I listened to Live on My Closet the other day by him and Future. Him and Future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's inspirational shit, man.
But did you see what people been saying as of late? Because the criticism I've been seeing on the blogs was like, oh, he keeps making the same song over and over. That's what I've been hearing a lot of people say. Like, it just sounds like the same. As of late, that is, they're saying it's like he hasn't caught one yet because it's just like the same joint.
Same sound.
Yeah, same. It's like the same song. That's what they're saying. And I was like, man. But the man got, like you said, a catalog with some timeless classics that he gonna be rich forever.
Yeah. I feel like that's what matters most. As long as your fans have something that they can go back and listen to. I mean, as long as he's still making music, that's all that matters, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Just moving forward, that's it.
You know what that really is? That goes to the era we're in where everything is so microwave driven. Like, they want it, like, you gotta be amazing every time.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, some artists kind of get out of a particular era that they're in and they gotta refine themselves. It might take a year, it might take 2 years, you never know. But like you said, if you were really a fan, you know what I mean, you're gonna stick around and see.
That's what takes out of the artistry about it. Some people take moments like to find like the inspiration to write again, you know, or to make music again, to find that one thing that makes them like makes them say, hey man, I think I should make a whole track about this because this spoke to me in a different way that people need to hear about, you know. So yeah, things like that can go on. So yeah.
True. Yeah. Speaking of moments, what's some of your favorite hip hop moments that you came up seeing?
Oh man, I remember my first time. I remember my first time seeing Raw Wave on Genius open mic.
Mm-hmm.
I will forever stick with me because it's the way he came in the game. He was different. It was a different voice. It was a different sound, and it was something so authentic and pure that I can just cling with all the time. So that's one of them. And, you know, I always go back to 2016 when I was a little kid, but I was listening to shit like Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z and shit when they was coming up. So I was like, that shit spoke to a youngin'. So
wow,
yeah.
Dang, man. So see that's another important thing. Is like I feel like for everybody, for them to really excel as an artist, you gotta get back to studying. You know what I mean? You gotta get back to really like doing your homework. And really like find the influences because they've already paved a lot of ways and they've already tackled a lot of ideas you might think about. So if you study them, it'll kind of give you like, you'll be a few steps ahead of everybody else because you know already, oh, okay, I seen this pan out in this person's career. I see how that's going to turn out. Let me do it like this then, you know what I mean? So you can apply certain things and learn a lot really.
Yeah. I agree.
Because as they say, history repeats itself. I don't believe in that fully, but to a degree, I understand. You know what I mean? Because certain things in life just patterns. They just gonna repeat at a certain point, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so, man, you know, it's gotta get spicy, man. Real shuttle talk, man. I gotta see where his temperature's at, you know what I mean? Whose side you on, man? You on the OVO Drizzy side? You on the TDE K-Dot side? Because if y'all don't know and you just living under a rock somewhere out there, hip hop is on fire right now. Big shouts to K-Dot, you know what I'm saying? Like the last joint he dropped, Not Like Us, got everybody C-Walk. I don't even know how to C-Walk. I'm in here. So, whose side you look? He thinking about it heavily. He like, what relationship do I want to mess up?
Man,
you on the hot seat.
I was a youngin' coming up on Drake. When Drake was coming out, he had some hits that just played on the radio all the time. So I was a little kid listening to shit like Aston Martin truck or like some controller or something, like One Dance, things like that. Things like that stick out to a young brain, you know. So same thing with Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar has some hits like All Right, Poetic Justice, which was featuring Drake. So, ironically, right? So, like shit like that. They're both great artists. And that, but growing up, I couldn't pick a side.
No, we ain't finna do no PC
mean,
nothing.
But look though, I heard that Kendrick Lamar not like us shit. That shit did hit heavy. I ain't gonna lie, that shit.
Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, y'all. Real shadow talk. It ain't about being, you know, he just being fair. We just being fair, bro.
Yeah,
we just being fair. It's just the truth. You said it's about being authentic, right?
Hey, Kendrick Lamar got his ass.
Okay, there we go, man. Drizzy,
man.
Drizzy. You know what I'm saying? He still wants to get on the track with you. Do not get it twisted. We make hits over here. Yeah, Pop on the Pop records. You feel me? But no, I mean, I feel like okay, when it comes to disses, I heard a lot of people, they were saying like, yo, you know, Kendrick crossed the line, calling him a pedophile, this, that, the third. Oh, Drake crossed the line by calling out his wife's name, this, that, the third. But for me, I came up on some like, when it's rap beef, there is no going there. We finna cross any and every line, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts on that?
Rap beef and rap. I don't pay attention to rap beef, but shit like Tupac and Biggie, like those are rap beef that'll stick in the hip hop industry forever.
Right.
So
hit them up.
That just show how far I can go. So really, I like when it come to rap beef, man. You just kind of look at how each artist move and how they present themselves. So I think it's smart ways to go about it and dumb ways to go about it. And really, ending it early, I think Drake might have had like enough at a certain point when people started popping up to his house. You know, see, we live in the South. When you start popping up at my house, you getting shot, nigga. I don't get no fuck. But I like that shit. I feel like there's lines you cross, and so. Shit, they got their own shit, but yeah, I ain't gonna go too in deep because that shit is rap beef. So they got their own shit going with that.
What about the shift that we're seeing where, like I said, Kendrick kind of got everyone like breaking down double entendres and all that type stuff? Like
that's what Kendrick Lamar do.
Yeah,
Kendrick Lamar is a lyricist. He prevails in lyrics, so I feel like that was bound to happen. So. I seen that shit with J. Cole. J. Cole had apologized, but J. Cole...
Oh, what you think about that?
If J. Cole would have stayed in the motherfucker... I'm a J. Cole fan. I listen to 2014 Hills Drive. I listen to motherfucking Born Sinner. I got the motherfucking vinyl in my room, man. No cap. If J. Cole would have stayed in it, Kendrick Lamar would have had some competition, cap. But
that blew me. Bro, be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
If somebody would have told you ahead of time he was gonna do that, would you have believed it?
Nah, that sound like Cole. I'm a Cole fan. I'm a diehard Cole fan. So
bring it down to me, because I still don't understand his reasoning for doing that.
Man, basically what I heard was on first person shooter, it was like J. Cole had brought up the big three, which was him, Drake, and Kendrick. And Kendrick came back saying like, well, ain't no big three, nigga. It's just big me. So really, he dropped that whole tape just going against Drake and J. Cole. So that made them the two go back at Kendrick Lamar saying like kind of back on their own shit. So that shit what started it all basically.
So that's what I'm asking. Like, what led up to that apology? Like, I don't understand what the reason for him apologizing was. Because you said as a Cole fan, you saw it. You could see him do that. Yeah. What makes you say that?
Cole's energy. Basically, Cole don't really be in the mainstream as much as Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Like J. Cole more the type of guy to be like you'll see that nigga riding his bike downtown New York and shit.
He down to earth.
Like really, he don't got time. He not really the type to be like out in the mainstream cussing somebody out or saying how he this and how he that.
So you feel like he's kind of more reserved with that type of stuff.
Down to earth, more laid back type of vibe. So
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I gravitate to that more. Yeah. I feel like J. Cole got an upper hand because he stayed away from all this shit. People pulling up to your house and shit.
Oh yeah,
he stayed away from all that shit. So really, he just
I didn't even think about that. You right, because Drake's house done got like three trespassers, and got shot up, all kinds of stuff.
Bodyguards, yeah.
Like that's freaking wild what he's going through right now.
Yeah, man, can't even get no sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Dang, I ain't even think about all that. Cause you know, a lot of people were making a case of like, yo, you can't never say you the best in rap no more because you know you stepped out of that. You feel me? So
They can't say that. They can't say that. They all had their runs though. As hip hop gets old, but they all had their runs. Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole, they all had their runs. You know, I feel like they're all great artists and shit. It really shouldn't be no beef because all of them work together. We all had projects like Poetic Justice, Drake and Kendrick, fucking Forbidden Fruit by J. Cole and Kendrick, like shit like that. Like
The Morning with Cole and Drake.
exactly,
Yep.
like that shit, that shit will always stay in the hip hop industry and the generation that was made in. It will always be there. So it feels like that's like this all just corrupted and it's like hip hop got to find its source again.
Hey, he's shadow talking tonight, man. Y'all see it, bro. He's shadow talking tonight. That's a real spill right there. I definitely respect you on that. You know, I think it's really great for hip hop, bro. I think like it's about to put us in a real good mindset. And I mean, if Cole wants to do that, I respect it. You know, he wants to just focus on his run, his music. You know what? I want to jump into this too. Real shadow talk, man. I want to jump into this like, so if y'all don't know, throughout our history of having how long have we had Rap Function, DJ? Wait a minute, probably like what, going on 3 years?
Like 3.
Yeah, we're going on 3+ years of doing Rap Function and mic check and everything else we've been doing. And throughout all those years, we've had like, I want to say well over 20 to 30 plus new artists that we've introduced into the scene, or it was their first performance, you know what I'm saying? And one of those artists we really, really brought to the scene that has been loved and everyone's been talking about is Pop, man. So you first came on to our platform with Mic Check, man. Talk about that experience, because that first one was so classic.
Yeah, man, I came here. I performed 2 songs. I went acapella, man.
I remember that. That's what set you apart.
It was my,
you went acapella.
Yeah, man.
I was like, yo.
It was my first time performing for real. So
yeah,
it really just basically paved the way first. So I think Rap Function for sure, man. Shout out Rap Function. For sure.
I told y'all, man. Like that's the thing. We because when I was coming up in Mobile, there was just no scene out there that would let artists come on for the first time. Like, you know, you had to know somebody to get in, type of thing. So we wanted to make sure we have platforms where it's just like.
Thank you, Rap Function, man. Thank you, Rap Function. Shout out Rap Function, man. They paid the way, man. For sure.
Much love, man.
Yeah,
especially
man.
when you. Why wouldn't you want to be a part of a great artist story? Like this, somebody that's gonna end up being a majorly great artist. Like amazing original music, great message. Like this is gonna be a great story for y'all to keep peeping and watching. You know what I mean? So, you know, as far as like your social media, and are you doing the YouTube thing? Do you have like that type of content, or you just focus on more just the music?
Yeah, I drop music on YouTube. I just drop music. That's it.
Okay, cool. So, what's your socials that they can find you at?
WYA.Poppo, POPPO. For sure, Instagram.
Where you at, Poppo?
And YouTube. Snapchat, Chris_Dems, CHRIS_DEMMS.
Bet.
So,
we're gonna have all that in the description for y'all, so y'all check in and tap in with bro. Like I said, Mic Check and Rap Function has just been a great platform to bring on a lot of artists. And you know, this next one we got coming up is gonna be Rap Function 14 with all women lineup. So y'all, I'm telling y'all, that's the first time we've ever done that. So y'all definitely stay tuned and be excited for that. So let me ask you this too, like, what's some other artists in the city from those platforms that you were introduced to that you were like, dang man, they go hard, you know what I mean?
Young Blue went on. Young Blue came up. When Young Blue came up, my brother had went to school with him, so I kept my eye on him coming up. I had one of my favorite songs by him, Time to Myself, back in 2019, I think 2020. I was bumping that shit. So yeah, Young Blue went on. Just watching how he evolved and just like seeing damn, like you really want to be in somebody's shoes, like just so like yo come up and your upbringing and speak your piece basically. So really, like just wanting to be in somebody's shoes, just trying to find your way basically. That's it. Yeah.
Dang, man. So, that's a great thing to talk about too. Like the city, bro. It's so many artists that are really like popping right now, straight out of Mobile. Like coming up in Mobile. What do you feel like is some takeaways that you would tell the audience out there that's not from the city that's watching us? Like, for example, what's something that you feel like we could do to really grow the music scene?
Man, just keep going, man. Don't let nobody rain on you. Don't let nobody rain on your parade, man. Keep going with what you believe, man. Dreams are a blessing. So to be able to have them, it's a lot. Like people like Rap Function, they put out a platform that you can come show and present yourself to get yourself out there. So let's definitely use your opportunities, man. Don't take this shit lightly, man. Keep going for sure.
Wow, it's crazy you say that because I had a few, like one of my past best friends. He one of the biggest things he used to always tell me was like, "Dang, bro, I can never find my purpose in life. I don't know what my dream is. I don't know da da da." You know what I mean? And I heard throughout the years, I've heard other people say that, and I never really thought about that. Like, dang, there's people out here that really don't know what their purpose is.
And how you feeling like you gotta go find it, like you gotta go soul searching for yourself, and try to like, yeah, that should be the worst, man. But I feel like it's always that thing that's inside you that clicks. They be like, oh, I gotta stick with this because this really working for me, or I really love doing this, and that's what you gotta do. You gotta find your click. So,
you know what I really think it is for a lot of people. I think the thing that they really, really love to do, it might be embarrassing in their mind. They might be thinking like, oh, if people figured out that this what I love.
Shit start off. Dreams. Man, honor comes after humiliation. That's how I look at it. I read that shit.
Real shadow talk. Hold up, say that again, my G.
Honor comes after humiliation, man.
Wow.
Sometimes you just gotta put yourself out there with your dreams.
I'm writing that down ASAP.
Until your dream come true, they'll just believe it as a dream. So, yeah.
Wow. Honor comes after humiliation. It's a process, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why they always say to get your dreams, you got to make certain sacrifices.
Yeah, man. You never know what the future may hold, man. You keep going with your shit, man. You can end up next to the stars like Jay-Z or Beyonce sitting at the motherfucking Met Gala trying to watch you winning the next award, man. You never know how shit may end up. So
yeah,
it's always good to keep going and keep faith in yourself, man. Don't never give up on yourself. Don't never lose hope. So keep going.
And really, like, it's the key to everything. It's the key to the person you're going to attract in your life or as your significant other. Because one thing I know about women is like you done seen women with dudes that you feel like, why is she with him? But you know what it is? It's a lot of women, it's in their nature that they respect a man with a vision. Yeah. They respect a man that has a dream. Even if he ain't got it all the way put together, if he's just that persistent, that consistent, he's just about it. Like, she can't do nothing but believe in him. You know, look how much he believes in himself.
Yeah, it's true, man. You gotta keep positive friends around you. Keep people that's gonna push you instead of bring you backwards. So I always keep that type of mindset.
Do you feel like in your music that you talk about relationships and women?
Yeah, I bring up women a lot, man. I bring up women a lot. Yeah. I grew up with my mama coming up my whole life, just me and my mama and my two older brothers. So growing up with her really put a perspective on how women think and how women should be treated. You know, I watch.
Get into that. Like, what you mean by that?
I watched my mama cry because she couldn't pay her rent from time to time and shit like that. Arguments that go on, but you know. As a young kid, that shit just fuck with you mentally. But when you get older, you kind of realize like the shit that she was going through, and you kind of want to be like, damn, like that was my lady. I wouldn't let her get treated that type of way. I wouldn't want her to be alone raising some kids. So basically, she just put a fucking basically stamp on your head, just how you make sure you have a vision on how you want to grow up. You know, make sure you have a vision for you and your lady, how y'all want to grow up.
That's deep.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Be open-minded, man. Keep your thoughts pure, man.
Yeah.
If it's love, man, it'll show. That's it, man. Keep somebody that'll keep you going. Your shawty always supposed to be right-hand side, keeping you going. So that's one thing I make sure. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel like you a love doctor in your music? Like,
From time to time, I can be. Just like I remember making this one song called "Wish." I don't know where my head at was. I don't know where my head was on that one, but I was kind of making that whole. I was kind of like thinking about a relationship that I've been in. And she's just like, she'll come to school and she was like, she wouldn't be herself. Like I'll talk to her on the phone. She'll show me such a whole different personality, but when she at school, she'll act a whole different way, and that shit kind of showed through my music. I was like, you acting this type of way when we on the phone, when we at school. It's like there's people around. You want to be in the mix and shit. And, you know, you just start to see signs in people. So
she started to act like she like too good for you or something sometimes around
like,
people.
More like she was going through shit at home and she didn't really want to speak about it. When she came to me, she'll find a soft spot that'll make her happy. So I'll be like, what is it that's going on with you? So you don't ever know what people got going on at the crib. And came to find out it was another dude that was making her feel this type of way. And I told her like, man, you need to find something that make you happy and stick with it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Inspiration come from anywhere, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how you take a lot of that inspiration. It just comes from your real life.
I just start writing that shit, and I would let it out in the purest form, for real. Sometimes I start singing, sometimes I
so it's therapeutic for you.
Hell yeah. I look at this shit like therapy, for real. You know, sometimes it's like therapy. Sometimes you just need to let some shit out, let some emotions out. So it all ties into each other and just come out in the purest form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, on Shadow Talk Pod, you know, this is more than an interview. We talk about whatever we want to talk about. So it's like, I want to jump into one thing with you as far as like, was there anything on your mind that you wanted to, you know what I'm saying, present to our Shadow Walkers that you wanted to talk about going on in the world or just personally, just any topic that you'd like to get into?
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. There's a lot of things that's going on in the culture, man. You always got to keep you always got to keep your guard up and your head up, man. When it comes to some things, man, because some things may seem harder than others, but you just keep going. God give his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. Wow. I don't want to fill your head up with a whole bunch of quotes.
But you know what? Speaking of that, let me ask you this then, because this is right on cue with that. What would you tell the artists out there that's coming up? What's some guidance that you would give them?
Keep going, cause people at the top can start where you started, and just keep going and learn from the people before you. You feel me? Cause they paved the way, and just watch how they move and watch how they evolve and people come up. So yeah, man, watch your founding fathers basically, and keep going. Don't let nobody, as I said, don't let nobody rain in your parade, man. It's always sun after the rain, man. So,
hey, man, and that's real Shadow Talk for you, right there. You know what I'm saying? I want to end it off on a bang, bro. Like, what is something that you would like to present to the people, as far as you got coming up?
Stay open, man. Stay with me, cause it's gonna be a long ride. We got a whole bunch of music coming up, man.
Oh, we cooking.
No cap, man. It's
Okay,
a whole
we
bunch
cooking.
of shit coming out.
Can you spit some for our audience?
Can I spit some?
Yeah. Give them a little performance.
Let me see. I got one. I got
Let's
one.
go. Exclusive. Only at Shadow Talk Pod. Let's go.
Don't worry for me, cause I'll be alright. Keep on praying for me, but don't worry for me. Don't worry for me, child. Don't worry for me, cause I'll be just fine. Keep on praying for me, but don't worry for me. Don't worry for me, child. I'm in the project jungle where niggas love to hate and talk about money they making like I make what you make, and then go speak their opinion, but never to my face, cause they get boxed in a circle like this was MMA. I put a ring on my finger cause I married the game. I never fail to take a loss, fuck whatever you think. I got a soldier's on his Ghani and Cuban link chains. And you know Pop when he come up in his victory range. She my boo thing, that's my boo thing, that's my boo thing. She know my shotgun line up and aim. It's a good thing, it's a good thing, it's a good thing. I don't gotta say a word, they know my name. Don't worry for me, cause I'll be alright. Keep on praying for me, but don't worry for me. Don't worry for me, child. Don't worry for me. 'Cause I'll be just fine. Keep on praying for me, but don't worry for me. Don't worry for me, child. That bitch called Don't Worry For Me. Not out. That bitch in the vault.
Man, talk that talk, man. Let our shadow walkers know what it is.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, I'm telling y'all, we got it. You know what I mean? We got it. The mob, the city is hot. It's on. I don't even want to say it's on fire. Like it's wavy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's waves out here, and it's a lot of new, good energy coming up. You know what I mean? So, like I said, stay tuned. Check out my guy Pop. You will see him on a rap function coming up in the future. Believe that. Man, it's great to have you on Shadow Talk Podcast, bro.
Great to be here, man.
For
I love
real.
being here, man.
Man, like
Vibes are always right when I walk in here,
man,
man.
that's love, bro. Like
So-
one thing about you, you fully supported us from day one coming into this.
Of course.
Like it's been an honor, man. Just seeing your growth and just being a part of your story day one. That's a beautiful thing, man. So Shadow Talk Podcast, y'all. Get those spirit guns loaded. This is Shadow Talk Pod Season 2 with my guy Pop.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Soul ties, baby, we done got our souls tied. Okay, so